Greetings and salutations, my friend. Oh, what the heck is that on my wall? It's just a fly. It's a huge ass fly. Well, spiders when you need them. I have like 3 or 4 big spiders in this house walking around. And when you need them, they're nowhere to be found. Let's talk about the Olympics. And you know, here's the thing. I don't care about the Olympics. I don't watch it. I don't like it. I'm not really into sports. I think the only sport I genuinely like is table tennis. I don't like doing sports, let alone watching sports. Watching sports on the television seems to be like one of the most boring things you can do. But anyway, I was in the company of people who were watching Olympics, the opening ceremony, and I was like, okay, sure, let's watch it. Why not? And you know, this opening ceremony, of course, created kind of a controversy, right? Unnecessary controversy, in my opinion. Anyway, my take on that is that, you know, it's cringe. Like, the whole opening ceremony was cringe. Not just the drag queen part, not with that Last Supper parody part, all of that. It's everything, absolutely everything. From the moment it started to the moment it finished, I think I was pure cringe. Well, maybe except for a Gojira performance, because I really like metal music. And although Gojira is by no means a band I love, it's not in my top 10, it's not even in my top 100 probably, but they're okay. They're okay, you could say I like them. But anyway, back to the Olympics. Well, I think that it was cringe. I'm not offended. I'm not pissed off. I'm not mad at it. I'm just thinking, yeah, it's cringe. But there's someone out there who likes it. If you like that kind of thing, good for you. If you enjoy that, good for you. Have fun. It's just that I didn't enjoy it. But what I think this teaches us is that the right, the conservatives, and the anti-woke aren't really that different from the liberals and progressives and the woke, right? Because you hear on the right all the time how the left wants to cancel anything, that the woke have no sense of humor, they can't enjoy life, they can't enjoy media and all sorts of content and film and everything because they just see racism and homophobia and transphobia everywhere. And well, you know, maybe it's true, there is some truth to that, but holy shit, you guys, the anti-woke crowd, you're just the same, really, and I think this proves it. Well, there is something in the Olympics opening ceremony you don't like. Well, let's boycott it, let's cancel that stuff, because that goes against our values, what we think is good, and so on. And like, can't you see, you're made of exactly the same material, you cut from the same cloth, it's just a different side of the cloth, you're 2 sides of the same coin. That's why I'm thinking that this anti-woke crowd is really full of hypocrites, because they are doing this exactly same thing, and then they will tell you, yeah, but this is about what's right and wrong, we do not just wish to cancel things because we don't like them, this is about morality. But the thing is, like, the far left, okay, they're not really far left, they're weird left, the woke. They will tell you exactly the same thing, that this is about morality, right? Like, we should cancel this because this is morally wrong, because it's considered transphobic or something like that. You're making exactly the same argument, just for a different thing. That's why those are the 2 extreme ends of that same stick you're carrying. And again, I think the best thing you can do is break that stick in half, throw this one piece to that side, and throw the other there, and free yourself from that. Because neither the woke nor the anti-woke are actually able to enjoy anything, they just see problem with everything. You both guys really need to chill here and enjoy something. Even though I don't think Olympics is enjoyable to me personally, but here's the thing. If I don't like something, I turn it off. watch something that I do like, that I do enjoy. I am not calling in to cancel something. I am not boycotting something that I don't like. Fuck the red pill, fuck the blue pill, y'all need to take a chill pill. And while we're on the subject of the Olympics, I think what created most controversy is this female boxer from Algeria, Khelif. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. You've probably seen a lot of headlines or maybe some videos on YouTube about trans woman in boxing Olympics, punching the shit out of a female, out of a woman there, right?
An Olympic controversy feared and foreseen. Punches as ferocious as the row. A bout that faced calls to be blocked, and in the end was abandoned after just 46 seconds. Italian Angela Carini could take no more, feeling unfairly overpowered by Imane Khelif. Why this attempt to offer consolation was rejected. The Algerian cleared to compete in Paris despite being disqualified from the World Championships last year after failing an unspecified gender eligibility test.
And you know, people tweeting all the time about men and women's sports at Olympics. But let's actually analyze the situation here. Who exactly is Khelif? I really don't think people should be this quick to judge because Khelif isn't really transgender. Yeah. She's not a trans woman. She's a woman. She was born with an intersex condition. She was previously disqualified from another competition because of very high testosterone levels, and some sources say she apparently has XY chromosomes. Where here's the thing about some intersex conditions such as androgen insensitivity syndrome, which is when a person is born apparently, at least on the outside, with female reproductive organs but has XY chromosomes. Testosterone or androgen insensitivity syndrome comes with different variants such as mild, moderate and complete. But many reports suggest that Khelif was actually growing up as a girl, which is very common in individuals with androgen insensitivity syndrome. But I don't think we really know what Khelif's condition is, and honestly, I don't think it's our business. I don't think it's anyone's business. If she wishes to disclose that, that is her choice. Even after we have the information that Khelif was actually growing up as a girl, she's a woman, there are still people who say, no, that's a man, he has XY chromosomes. And you know, I talked about intersex on this channel before and the complexity of intersex condition and biological sex, and I'm not going to go into those details because I covered that before, but I really don't think you can reduce human sex just to chromosomes. I don't think you can define one's sex simply by one of its elements, such as just chromosomes, or just external reproductive organs, or just gonads, or just secondary sex characteristics. It's way more complicated than that, and sometimes people just don't come in this perfect package, you know? Sometimes you order something from Wish and you find out, oh, there's a part to this lamp or something that's missing, or maybe there's a part that shouldn't be there. You know, that happens. People are not perfect like that, even though when I'm saying that I don't mean to say that there's anything wrong with having an intersex condition. I absolutely don't think that is so. To be completely honest, I think that calling Khelif a man, even after you know the circumstances of her condition, that's honestly kind of disgusting. But should she be competing against other women who do not have her testosterone levels? Well, that's a whole different debate, right? And, well, it wouldn't be the first time it has happened in sport, either Olympics or otherwise, that we have had intersex women competing. And a lot of the time they have also been misgendered, called he, by people who don't like that kind of stuff. But regarding whether there is some unfairness to that, you know, personally I think that a female with an intersex condition that gives her a boost in testosterone has actually a bigger advantage than a trans woman who is on testosterone blockers, on estrogen, because those individuals have higher testosterone levels. They actually have a bigger advantage than regular trans women, and I think we should move away this conversation from whether this person is trans or not to whether individual females with very high levels of testosterone should compete.
The testosterone is not a perfect test. Many women can have testosterone which is in what would be called male levels, and still be women and still compete as women. So this panacea, this idea that suddenly you do one test for testosterone and that sorts everything out, not the case, I'm afraid.
And if you ask me, and it saddens me to say that because I have nothing against her personally, but I'm also thinking about the fairness here. But, you know, then I'm also asking myself, well, sports are not always fair, right? A lot of people have a biological advantage that they didn't choose, that they didn't ask for. Should we also ban very tall players from playing basketball, competing in basketball? Well, probably not, right? But yes, some people have an unfair advantage. Should we also ban people with naturally very high IQ from universities because they have an unfair advantage? So let all the people with lower IQ get into those positions? Probably not. See what I'm saying? So after I've been rethinking this from this perspective, I'm concluding that, you know what, maybe, I mean, yes, it is unfair, but I don't think that is enough to ban her from that. And if you look at the video, yeah, it looks pretty painful, right, when she's being hit. But I'm also thinking, are we also more sensitive to that when it comes to women than men in boxing? Boxing is a sport I particularly dislike because I think it is about glorifying violence. But again, I don't like it. I do not wish to ban, I do not wish to cancel boxing. I just don't want to watch it. But then again, you know, sports on the TV is made for entertainment, right? And I remember many years ago, when there was in Poland, where I used to live, there was this bodybuilder, Mariusz Pudzianowski, and he was competing against regular boxers. I think it was kickboxing, maybe. And dude would finish them in like 10 seconds. Bam, bam, and they were on the ground in pain. Well, was it fair to those normal weight boxers to compete against that mountain of muscles, the walking mountain of muscles that would just charge onto them and they didn't stand a chance? Well, probably not. But people loved watching that, you know. But still, when I see this Italian female boxer's reaction when she cries after that, when she described the pain, yeah, I don't really know what to think.